Hello, and welcome back to English Bio Talk. I'm your teacher, Anna. Does your heart start beating a little faster when you have to pick up the phone and speak English? Do you worry about what to say or that you won't understand the other person? If you said yes, you're in the perfect place. Today, we are going to solve that problem forever. This is not just another list of phrases. This is your complete guide to mastering English phone calls. We will go step by step through every part of a conversation, from the first hello to the final goodbye. I will give you simple, powerful, and polite sentences for every situation you can imagine: calling a friend, booking a doctor's appointment, talking to customer service, or leaving a professional voicemail. And I want you to stay with me until the very end because I'm going to share my number one secret for handling native speakers who talk way too fast. It's a game changer. By the end of this video, you will feel calm, confident, and completely in control of your English phone conversations. Before we begin, help me understand your biggest challenge. What is the hardest part of phone calls for you? Is it understanding fast speech or is it knowing what to say? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your answers, and I reply to as many as I can. And if you're ready to become a confident English speaker on the phone, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to English Bio Talk. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss one of our lessons. All right, grab a notebook and let's get started. Point 1. The golden rule of phone calls. Before we learn any sentences, we need to understand the golden rule of phone calls. Keep it simple and clear. On the phone, you don't have body language, facial expressions, or hand gestures to help you communicate. All you have is your voice. This is why simplicity is your best friend. Don't try to use complicated vocabulary or long, complex sentences. The goal is to be understood. Clarity is also key. This means speaking a little more slowly than you normally would and making sure you pronounce your words clearly. Enunciate your words. This is especially important for key information like names, numbers, and dates. We will practice all of this today. So remember, throughout this lesson, our goal is simple and clear communication. Point 2. The basic structure of any phone call. Most phone calls, whether they are personal or professional, follow a simple four-part structure. Understanding this structure helps you know what to expect and what to say next. The opening. This is where you greet the other person and introduce yourself. The purpose. This is the main part, where you state your reason for calling. The details. This is the conversation itself, where you ask questions, give information, and solve problems. The closing. This is where you summarize, confirm any actions, and end the call politely. We are going to cover each of these four sections in detail, starting right now with the opening. Point 3. The opening. Greetings that work every time. How you start the call sets the tone for the rest of the conversation. You want to sound friendly and confident. If you are the one making the call, you can use these simple greetings. Let's practice them. I'll say it, then you say it. Hello, this is Anna. Practice. Hi, it's Anna calling. Practice. Good morning, this is Anna speaking. Practice. Notice that we always say our name. This is polite and helpful. Now, if you are answering the phone, you can say, Hello, Anna speaking. Practice. Good afternoon, this is Anna. How can I help you? Practice. For a more formal business setting, you might just state the company name. Hello, English Bio Talk. Anna speaking. Practice. Choose one or two of these greetings that feel comfortable for you and practice them until they feel natural. Point 4. Asking to speak with someone after you greet the other person. You often need to ask for the specific person you want to talk to. The key here is to be polite. The word could and the word may are your best friends. Let's look at some polite phrases. Repeat after me. May I speak with John Smith, please? Practice. Could I speak to Sarah, please? Practice. Is Michael available? Practice. These are all perfect for professional or formal situations. If it's a more casual call to a friend's house, you could simply say, "Hi, is David there?" Practice. Now, what happens if that person is not available? The person on the other end might say, "I'm sorry, he's not here right now," or "I'm afraid she's in a meeting." In that case, you have a few options. You can ask when a good time to call back would be. Okay, when would be a good time to call back? Practice. Do you know when you will be available? Practice. Or you can ask to leave a message, which brings us to our next point. Point 5. Leaving and taking a message, leaving a clear, concise message is a very important skill. When you leave a message, you must include three things: your name, your phone number, the reason for your call, a short one. Here is a perfect template. Could you please take a message? Please let him know that Anna called. My number is 555-123-4567. I'm calling about the project meeting. Practice. Let's break that down. Could you please take a message? A polite request. Please let him know that Anna called. Your name. My number is 555-123-4567. Your contact information. I'm calling about the project meeting. Your reason. Let's try another one. Yes, please ask her to call Anna back. My number is 555-987-6543. It's regarding her recent email. Practice. Now, what if you are taking a message for someone else? You need to get the same three pieces of information. You can say, "I'm sorry, he's not available. Would you like to leave a message?" Practice. Sure, I can take a message. Who is calling, please? Practice. And may I have your phone number? Practice. Okay, I will give him the message. Practice. A very good habit is to repeat the information back to the person to make sure you got it right. For example, okay, so that's Anna at 555-123-4567. Is that correct? Practice. This shows you are a careful listener and helps avoid mistakes. Point 6. Stating your reason for calling. We are now in the purpose part of the call. This is where you clearly and directly state why you are calling. After you've greeted the person and you know you're speaking to the right person, get straight to the point. Here are some excellent phrases to start your sentence. I'm calling to. I'm calling about. The reason I'm calling is. I was hoping to speak with you about. Let's turn these into full sentences for different situations. Repeat after me. For making an appointment, I'm calling to schedule a dentist appointment. Practice. For asking about a product, I'm calling about the new laptop on your website. Practice. For confirming information, the reason I'm calling is to confirm my flight details for tomorrow. Practice. For a problem, I'm calling because there is a problem with my internet connection. Practice. Being direct is not rude. It is helpful and professional. It respects the other person's time. Point 7. What to do when you don't understand this is a huge fear for so many English learners. What if the other person speaks too fast? What if they have a strong accent? What if you just miss a word? Do not panic. It is 100% okay to ask for clarification. Native speakers do it all the time. Here are your magic phrases. Memorize them. First, to ask someone to repeat something. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again, please? Practice. Sorry, could you repeat that, please? Practice. I missed that last part. Would you mind repeating it? Practice. Notice we always start with I'm sorry or sorry. This makes the request very polite. Now, if the person is speaking too quickly, you can ask them to slow down. I'm sorry, could you please speak a little more slowly? Practice. Would you mind speaking a bit slower? English isn't my first language. Practice. Being honest that English isn't your native language is very effective. Most people will immediately slow down and be happy to help you. Finally, if you don't understand a specific word, ask. I'm sorry, I don't understand the word deductible. Could you explain what that means? Practice. Never, ever pretend to understand when you don't. This leads to big problems. It is always better to ask for clarification. Point 8. Dealing with a bad connection, sometimes the problem isn't the language, it's the technology. If the phone line is bad, you need to say something. Here are some useful phrases. I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. Practice. Breaking up means the sound is cutting in and out. The connection is not very good. I can't hear you clearly. Practice. I think we have a bad connection. Could I call you right back? Practice. Offering to call back is a great way to solve the problem quickly. Don't struggle through a bad connection. It's frustrating for both of you. Just identify the problem and suggest a solution. Point 9. Asking for and spelling information during a phone call, you will often need to give or get specific information, like a name, an address, or an email. Spelling things out is very common. To ask someone to spell something, could you spell that for me, please? Practice. How do you spell that name? Practice. When you are spelling something, especially your name, it helps to use a clarifying alphabet, sometimes called a phonetic alphabet. For example, instead of just saying B, you can say B as in Bravo or B as in boy. Let's say my last name is Smythe. If I just spell it S-M-Y-D-E, someone might hear Smith and write it incorrectly. Instead, I can say, my last name is Smythe. That's S as in Sam, M as in Mary, Y as in yellow, T as in Tom, H as in hotel, E as in echo. Practice. You don't have to do this for every letter, but it's very helpful for letters that sound similar, like B and P or M and N. For email addresses, remember to say @ for the @ symbol and dot for the period. My email is anna@englishbytalk.com. Practice. Point 10. Reading numbers and dates. Just like spelling, saying numbers clearly is crucial. For phone numbers, we usually say each digit individually. 4555 123 4567. You would say 555 123 4567. Practice. Notice the short pause between the groups of numbers. This makes it easier for the other person to write it down. For dates, there are a couple of common ways. For April 15th, you can say April 15th. Practice. The 15th of April. Practice. For years, we usually split them into two parts. For 2025, you say 2025. Practice. For 1986, you say 1986. Practice. After giving or receiving important numbers or dates, always confirm. Okay, so I have your number as 555 123 4567. Is that correct? Practice. Great. So the meeting is confirmed for April 15th, 2025. Practice. Confirmation is your best strategy to avoid mistakes. Point 11. Putting someone on hold and transferring calls. In a business call, you might need to put someone on hold to find information, or you might be transferred to another department. If you need to put someone on hold, be polite. One moment, please. I'll just check that for you. Practice. Could you hold for just a moment? Practice. When you return to the call, thank them for waiting. Thank you for holding. I have the information for you now. Practice. If you need to transfer someone, tell them where they are going. The sales department can help you with that. I'll transfer you now. Please hold. Practice. If you are the one being transferred, you can just say, thank you. A smart thing to ask, just in case you get disconnected, is, could I get the direct number for that department, just in case we get cut off? Practice. Point 12. Making an appointment. This is a very common reason to make a phone call. Let's say you're calling a doctor's office. You would start with your reason for calling. Hello, I'd like to schedule an appointment with Dr. Evans. Practice. The receptionist will probably ask if you are a new or existing patient and then offer you some times. We have Tuesday at 10 a.m. or Thursday at 2 p.m. Does either of those work for you? You can respond, Tuesday at 10 a.m. would be perfect. Practice. I'm not available at those times. Do you have anything available next week? Practice. Could I get something on Friday morning if possible? Practice. Once you agree on a time, confirm it. Okay, great. So I'm confirmed for Tuesday, October 21st at 10 a.m. with Dr. Evans. Thank you so much. Practice. The same structure works for booking a table at a restaurant, scheduling a meeting, or making a reservation at a hotel. Point 13. Customer service calls. Explaining a problem. Calling customer service can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. The key is to be prepared. Before you call, make sure you have all your information ready: your account number, your order number, the model of the product, etc. Start by clearly and calmly stating the problem. Hello, I'm calling about my internet service. It hasn't been working since this morning. Practice. Hi, I've received my credit card bill and I think there is a mistake on it. Practice. I'm calling because a package I ordered has not arrived yet. Practice. Avoid getting angry, even if you are frustrated. A calm tone will get you better and faster results. The person on the phone is more likely to help you if you are polite. Explain the situation with simple facts. I was charged twice for the same purchase on October 10th. Practice. The website shows that my package was delivered yesterday, but I have not received it. Practice. Then, ask for what you want. Could you please investigate the double charge? Practice. Can you please check on the status of my delivery? Practice. Stay calm, be clear, and have your information ready. Point 14. The art of small talk sometimes, especially at the very beginning or very end of a call. A little bit of small talk can make the conversation feel more friendly. You don't need to have a long conversation. Just a simple, polite question or comment is enough. You can use phrases like, "How is your day going?" Practice. I hope you're having a good week. Practice. If you are on hold for a long time, when the person comes back, you could say, "No problem. Thank you for your help. I appreciate you looking into that for me." Practice. At the end of a helpful call, you can say, "Thank you so much for your help today. You've been great." Practice. A little bit of kindness goes a long way. Point 15. The closing. How to end a call politely. You've achieved your goal for the call, and now it's time to hang up. Don't just say bye and end the call. A polite closing leaves a good impression. First, signal that the call is ending. Great. I think that's everything I needed. Thank you. Practice. All right. Thank you very much for your time. Practice. Confirm any next steps. So, I will expect your email by the end of the day. Practice. Okay. So I will call back tomorrow afternoon. Practice. Then, use a polite closing phrase. Have a great day. Practice. Take care. Practice. Talk to you soon. Practice. And finally, you can say goodbye or bye. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Practice. A good closing is clear, confirms any action, and is polite. Point 16. Leaving a professional voicemail. If you call someone and get their voicemail, you need to leave a message that is short, professional, and easy to understand. It should contain the same 3 key pieces of information we talked about for leaving a message with a person: your name, your number, your reason for calling. Speak slowly and clearly, especially when you say your name and number. Here is a perfect template. Hello, this message is for John Smith. My name is Anna White from ABC Company. I'm calling regarding the proposal we sent last week. My number is 555-888-9999. Again, that is Anna White at 555-888-9999. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you. Goodbye. Let's practice that. I will say a line and you repeat it. Hello, this message is for. Practice. My name is from. Practice. I'm calling about. Practice. My number is. Practice. Thank you, goodbye. Practice. Repeating your name and number at the end is a very good professional habit. Point 17, my secret tip. How to handle fast talkers, okay? You have stayed with me to the end. And now it's time for my number one secret weapon for phone calls. We already learned the phrase, could you please speak a little more slowly? Which is excellent. But sometimes you need something more powerful to really take control of the conversation in a polite way. The secret is to use a technique I call the reflect and confirm. Instead of just trying to keep up with a fast talker, you will listen for a key piece of information, and then you will interrupt politely to confirm it. This does two things. It forces them to slow down, and it ensures you understand everything correctly. It looks like this. Imagine the other person is saying something very fast like, okay, so I need to fill out to Form PX7 and then you submit it the accounting department before 5 man make sure I used a signature from our manager. Whoa, that's too fast. Instead of panicking, you politely interrupt and say, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to make sure I have this right. The form I need is PX7, is that correct? Practice. The person will stop and say, yes, that's right. Now you have slowed them down. They will likely continue at a slower pace. You can do this for every key piece of information. Okay, so I submit Form PX7 to the accounting department. Got it. Practice. And I need my manager's signature on it. Thank you for clarifying. Practice. This technique puts you in control. You are not a passive listener. You are an active participant guiding the conversation. It shows you are paying close attention, and it eliminates misunderstandings. Try it. It will change your phone call confidence forever. Conclusion. Wow, we have covered so much today. From the first hello, to leaving messages, to handling customer service, to my secret tip for managing fast talkers. You now have a complete toolkit of simple, clear, and polite phrases to handle any English phone conversation. The most important thing to remember is that confidence comes from preparation and practice. Don't just watch this video. Come back to it. Practice these sentences out loud. Say them in the mirror. Record yourself on your phone and listen back. The more you practice, the more natural and automatic these phrases will become. You can do this. A phone call is just a conversation. You have the tools. You have the power. Thank you so much for joining me today at English Bio Talk. If this video helped you feel more confident, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and maybe share it with a friend who also gets nervous about phone calls. What was the most useful phrase you learned today? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to see you in our next video. Keep practicing, stay confident, and happy talking. Goodbye for now.